The first thing that I wanted to talk about with you is we have a lot of meetings and we have people in these meetings, and there's this discussion and everybody goes their own ways and everyone is convinced that they understand what's going on and that they're all aligned. And then it turns out that they're not. Can you talk a little bit about why that happens and then what you can do to prevent that?
As far as meetings and misalignment, I think part of the reason it happens is no one is just a blank slate. We all show up for every conversation, every meeting, every task force and committee that we sit on with our own preconceived notions, our own assumptions, our own mental filters about what's happening. And those filters become, they color how we hear what the conversation is actually about. And so it's so easy to misinterpret what someone meant because I hear what I was expecting to hear, not what they said, or I heard those words, but it meant something else to us. So I think that's certainly one of the reasons. And the other reason is people are busy. They're multitasking all the time. They have plates that are incredibly full. So you've got half of their attention. The other half is worrying about what's going on at home. What's the next meeting? What did somebody at the end of the table scowling about such and such? They're just busy minds, monkey minds, right? So I think that's why we walk out of meetings misaligned sometimes. What to do about it? Tatiana, you want to hop in with that?
Sure. Brenda talks about how we all come with our own preconceived notions and assumptions even before meetings. So I was just meeting yesterday with a leader and trying to help him. He said, there's so many meetings on the schedule. I don't understand why my leadership team is not meeting to make an audit to come back and say, what are the purpose of our meetings? It may be helpful to identify, as Brenda said, what are the action items to help us. So the person setting the meeting should have a strong reason to meet. We're meeting to brainstorm. We're meeting to decide. We're meeting to share. But there should be an intention that the meeting is set around a specific action item before everything starts, and maybe any pre-reads or reasons that we're coming together. Sometimes a meeting could be an easy to share email instead of a meeting, or something shared on a Slack. So intention and design of the person leading the meeting first. And then at the end of the meeting, maybe I'm dating myself. I came through the total quality management years where we had timekeepers and we had agenda setters. And before you left, everyone would repeat all the action items, who owned what, and what was clear that would be covered in the next agenda, if this was maybe a committee that was working on a project. So I think the structure of before and after the meeting, or at the end of the meeting, is a really important set of bookmarks to help us not walk out and not be aligned on to what happened.